Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dairy Raid. And next up in our transfer portal spotlight is Jayden Ballard, wide receiver coming in from Ohio State, who on paper is going to be one of the most highly touted receiver prospects we've had come through Madison. He's only has 1 year of eligibility, and he comes to Madison with 11 career catches. And some might say he's a bust of a prospect. Some will also say that Ohio State receiver room is pretty good and it's hard to get playing time, especially young. There's a lot to digest here and not a lot of film to break down. So what we're going to look at here is I've pulled up all of his targets in his 4 years at Ohio State, and we're going to take a look and see what we can learn about Jayden Ballard as a college football player. It's easy to go back and look at highlights from high school and from camps and all this kind of stuff, but that doesn't tell us what he's like as a college football player. So we're going to take a look here. Now, I will, if necessary, I will cut out clips of him where his route running, his football ability has nothing to do with him not catching the ball. Just going to put that out there. So this might be all 21 plays. This might not. I haven't decided yet. We're going to see this, and we're going to make a decision together. All right, so this is coming up. This should be in order. So this is for the 21 season against Akron. Jayden's at the bottom of the screen. He's going to start out wearing number 10, and then he'll eventually be number 9. All right? So we're going to see this a lot. He ran a lot of hitches at Ohio State. Okay? Not bad here. Now, it could be how the route is taught there. I would turn this into an inside release. But regardless, nice job of boxing out the corner, getting his hands away from his body, and catching the ball with his hands. That's really important. Okay? Use the space. Use your body. Catch the ball. All right? So 1 for 1 so far. Next up, we're against Rutgers. Okay, this ball is thrown a little bit behind by McCord on this little burst out route. Now, want to nitpick here? Reach back with 2 hands. You're never going to catch the ball in a situation like this where the ball's throwing behind you with 1 hand. So reach back with 2. All right, next up. This is against Maryland. And again, going to run the post. Okay, spacing. First thing, I think this ball is meant. I can't tell. Somebody's running a wrong route, and I'm guessing the slot on this little shake should have shook back outside as well. Boom, and then burst to the back corner. And Jayden makes a play on this ball real late because I don't think he's expecting the ball. That's a tough situation. If that is going to Jayden, it needs to get some more air. All right, moving on. Okay, also against Maryland. Condensed formation. He's at the bottom of the screen here. Okay, a little quick out. Ball's thrown behind. And I mean, you can kind of see he's pulling his hands into his body. It's a bad throw. On a quick out. That ball needs to be earlier. I mean, he should be catching it on the numbers. All right. Come on, Ohio State quarterbacks. Give me some reps here I can actually use. All right, Notre Dame. Okay. Here he is running with some good players. In the slot this time. He has some positional versatility, and I think in this incoming system that's going to be important. Okay. Little comeback. Understanding his spacing on the field. That's good to see. Don't know quite what Ohio State's scramble rules would be. Probably not getting that close to the sideline. But a catch is a catch. I'd like to see him hang out at the numbers to give his quarterback space to come back. But then again, is he expecting him to roll back on this one? It's amazing what happens when you have a dynamic athletic quarterback. All right, next up, we're at the top of the screen in condensed formation. Get a motion to a 3x1. Gonna get a little spot release. Little spacing concept. Find the space. It's a little thing. I like how he extends his hands away from his body. He's catching the ball with all hands, and I really like to see that. Okay. I mean, for a hitch route, not bad. You're going to see a lot of hitches on this film. A lot of hitches. Next up, again, top of the screen, against, at least Toledo. Okay, hitch. Maybe a little more like a whip or a stick. Okay, this is good ball placement here. Inside leverage. Throw it outside. Nice turn. Okay, I think he's a long strider, but he gets up to speed very quickly. He picks up a lot of momentum in not very many steps. And that's what I like seeing. Keep running here. Trying to make a move. Decided the move was too late. Okay, bottom of the screen here. Still looks to be against Toledo. Gonna run a hitch. Yep, hitch off of. This looks like this is an access throw. Okay. Turning away. Use the momentum of the catch to turn upfield. Again, trying to find positive coaching points over the same route over and over and over again is difficult. Okay, Toledo again. Looks like he got some good playing time in this game. Okay, running an in this time. Okay, maybe, I'd say maybe one too many steps here. Again, could be the route. I mean, he could be breaking down. The coaching point here is to break down until he clears and then come underneath. Again, I like his burst out of the catch. And long strides, he can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps and gain a lot of yards. Okay, I like that. Good burst. Okay, again, Toledo. I like that we're seeing a lot of reps from the same game. Okay, gonna run that burst route again. And we just made the defense look silly on this play. Holy cow. Little boot action off of outside zone. Take it to the corner. Again, the strides. He doesn't look like he's going that fast, but he is just covering so much ground with each stride that it is deceptive speed. All right, great job. I mean, if you're going to run intermediate routes, you just got to be able to take it when you get the shot, and he does it here. It's a nice play. Nice play design by Ohio State. Touchdown. All right, we'll take it. Next up. And I couldn't tell you who this is. Utah State. Okay, looks like we're going to get a boot. Okay, stumbles out of the top of his route here. Okay, getting too much on the side of his cleats. Coming out of that turn. Now his corner does get a hand on his outside hip. That helps. It's a great way to get by with defensive holding, by the way, is you grab where the referee can't see. All right, next up, Michigan State this time. Okay, bottom of the screen. Okay, outside release, come back. Again, strong hands. This is a bad throw on either, especially with how he's coming back. I think, yeah, bad timing maybe, but strong hands, fighting for the football. Maybe a little bit of a push-off. I don't think that's a push-off. I think that he's knocking the defender's hands down, but being real strong. I like seeing that. He has got good hands, strong hands, and that's going to be a nice change of pace this season. All right, next up against Indiana. Okay, a little spot route. He's a possession receiver. Okay. Nothing too fancy, and for some reason I'm not getting my rewind function anymore. Okay, now I got it back. All right, here we go. So middle of the three in the trips. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Little hunt ball. Sit over the ball. Strong hands. Okay, safety got stronger hands this time. He lets his hands get separated here. Again, ball placement, not great. Quarterback should try to lead him into space. Yeah. Stronger hands, but better ball placement. That all adds up. Come on. There we go. All right, next up. Looks like we got Michigan State again. Okay, a little play action. Gonna take a shot. Okay, we can critique this. How can we critique this? Okay, so for a fade route for me, and I teach it one way. Ohio State is better at coaching receivers than I am. Fair enough. But if I get press alignment, I'm at the top of the numbers, or the bottom of the numbers, excuse me. That means I have about 8 yards of space here. What I want to be able to do, get my little shake, get over the top, but I want to carry it vertical. And then that gives the quarterback space to fade me open. If I get pressed too much off of the line of scrimmage, now I limit the space that my quarterback can put the football. By limiting the space where the quarterback can throw the football, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that map. So, he was given a free release here. And he just ran outside, and the corner did what he should do. He's just walling him to the sideline. It's very limited on where he could put this football. So I'd like to see, give a little shake inside, but get vertical. Get vertical. Try to restack that corner to give my quarterback space to fade to the sideline. By the time the quarterback throws the ball, he's 2 yards on the sideline. There's no space. And then there's a little hesitation right there, and we lost the chance to throw it over the top. So better release and a better understanding of the stem of a fade route, in my opinion. All right, next up from the Cotton Bowl against Missouri. And we just have, I mean, is this just a throwaway? Good Lord. All right, corner blitz. I think he's just trying to throw this away. And pretty good play here by the corner. That ball's hanging up in the air for a long time. Hard to get the hands up in a situation like this. That's good corner play. And again, it's kind of the same thing here. We've got inside alignment. On a fade, you don't just continue outside, because you're giving up this. You want to get that corner to keep his hips inside, so when he comes back to you, see here, he doesn't have to turn his hips. He's tracking the ball the entire way. So threaten him inside, so then when you burst outside, he's going to flip his hips, and then you're going to get him over the top. But this way, the corner is allowed to track the ball the entire time. He's allowed to. He makes a mistake here on his spacing, but he recovers because you can see the football. Receiver can help with that by threatening him inside more. All right, next up. Okay, hitch, high ball, extend the hands, strong hands. Another hitch. Not much we can say about it. All right, again. Top of the screen. Gonna run a skinny post here. I mean, and just a little bit of contact here. How that was not called. Wow. Okay. Hey. Smooth route running. That was pass interference. All right, again. Okay, we're on a little out. A little lazy coming out of his route. I will give him that. A little sharper here. A little more sense of urgency. The ball is outside. Ball is wide. But, yeah. I'd like to see a little bit better effort here. All right, top of the screen. Looks like we're going to put him in motion this time. Okay, just going to run a little bubble screen. And long strides. So he catches that ball about 4 yards deep in the backfield. And he gets pushed out of bounds at... That's a pretty good gain. Little 10-yard gain. I like the little high step here, stutter step. Little Walter Payton right there. Just that little move. Lets him get around the corner. Extra couple yards. Like that. All right. Getting towards the end here, I think. Okay, not a great throw. Come down with your body for this ball. But with the spacing, break inside, release outside kind of route to have the ball then come back inside. That's terrible footwork by the quarterback. Not a lot he could do there. All right. And I think that brings us back to the beginning. And that's it for Jayden Ballard. So, what have we learned from Jayden Ballard? Well, he's good at running hitch routes, in routes, possession receiver, but he has deceptive speed because he's a long strider. And you give him space, he'll get up to speed quickly, and he will extend plays after the catch. I like seeing that. That being said, the majority of what we've seen here so far from him has been in garbage time, and a lot of it was from the 2023 season and beyond. He didn't get, I think he had 4 catches last season. So, a lot of potential, but potential or production, what is going to be the key that gets these guys to help the offense take the next step? That will be something to look forward to. And something that we're going to pay attention to here next with the next player we're going to take a look at, and that is Mark Hampel coming in from Idaho, the wide receiver who, as a true freshman, had a big impact on the Vandals offense. So we'll take a look at that next time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.